Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see today we have completed all of the baseboards that we are going to be using to make our new 00 gauge layout. Today I am going to show you how to make the legs for it. Stay tuned for more. So thanks for joining us. If you like what you see, do hit the subscribe button, it's completely free. And hit the like button if you agree with what you're seeing. Moving on, we are using 3" by 1" plain timber for our legs. I've gone ahead and cut them down already. They just need a bit of cleaning up at the end. I've used a circular saw to go through all of them at once. So took me maybe a couple of minutes to do these, not a problem. But I'm going to show you how these attach to the layout for the easiest legs that you can possibly make, I believe. I'll show you that in a second. So this is the inside of my baseboard here, the underside, and you can tell now why I've used the 3" by 1" plain timber. The reason is my baseboard legs are going into these corners here, and if I pop a hole right in the middle of it there and put a bolt through from the outside in and screw it into the T-prong nut, which I'll show you in a minute with the washers, there is no way that can move around, because if it tries to move this way, the top of this will actually hit the top of the baseboard, so it's pushed up against it anyway. It just put pressure there, it won't actually move. And the same is true if the leg is tried to push that way. It will just push against this, add pressure there, but it won't move again. So this makes a really sturdy joint for a leg that's detachable if you want to move your layout. And using M8 bolts with Allen key heads makes it a really simple job to do up and undo. For all of this equipment that we're using for the legs today, I do have links down below to those if you want to get yourself a set. I can't recommend these T-prong nuts and those bolts enough. Now what we're going to do, if I show you some of this stuff. So these T-prongs, so first of all, you drill your hole through. That's an M8 hole we're going to be making. And what I would do on this side, I will position this T-prong nut into the hole. And the way this T-prong nut works is you tighten the bolt into the hole. These prongs actually push into the wood, and they provide a thread inside the leg, so that every time you want to screw it in the future, it's got something to grip onto, and it's permanent, and it's really, really strong. For the outside of the board coming in, we're using the washer so that we don't end up splitting the wood. So it'll go through just like this, and your leg and baseboard, the 3x1s will be in between there. Let's get drilling. Right, so you want your hole to be right in the middle, and this bit of wood pushed in as far as it will go. Straight. Just like that. Push down and then drill. You'll have to excuse my bent drill bit. There we go. So I've gone through that bit. I don't want to go all the way through. I want to put something else underneath there now so that I don't drill into the floor. I use a bit of scrap wood. Oopsie daisies. You may have been wondering why we were using the Allen key head bolts, and there is a reason for it. You're about to see it. In just a moment. So when we go to an exhibition, you want the layout to be put up as quickly as possible. So, sticking a drill on one of those the right way, you can actually erect the layout a lot quicker with these bolts than any other type, because you haven't got to do these by hand. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to thread that onto the leg. There it goes. I'm just going to use this for the first time, still a bit tight. There we go, and on the end of that, I'm going to put our T-prong nut on the back. I'm going to thread it all the way up until it touches the wood. That way I can keep my hands clear when I tighten it the rest of the way. And it should just pull itself into the wood. If you did it the right way round. Silly me. I don't know why I keep doing that. So it's tight again. I'll thread it back up onto the wood. Yeah, it's touching the wood. That's it. And I'll just show you underneath now how that's worked on the other side. You can see under here that our T-prong nut has drilled itself into the wood, and we now have a really incredibly solid leg that will not move at all. That is absolutely rock solid. Now you may be wondering, the stability in this picture left to right is great, but it's still only 1 inch thick. What we're going to do, we're going to do the same on the other side, and then we are going to join the legs 2/3 of the way down and 1/3 of the way down to each other with another couple of bits of 3x1, and that will show you something that's incredibly strong and will be the best for exhibitions. I'll show you that in a moment. So that's the legs put on. As you can see, looks good, but wobbly side to side. So to fix that, we're going to put some cross beams between the wood. And get now a bit of 3x1 and plaster it on there. So screw it in that side, cut it at that side, and put 2 screws in, one at the top of the 3x1 and one at the bottom of the 3x1, and that should hold it from doing that wobbling. We're going to put one in 2/3 of the way up near the bottom, and one a bit higher up near the top, and that should eliminate all sideways wobble. And I'll show you that once we're done. So that's it, that's how to install your legs. They ain't got to be perfect, they're going to be hidden in my layout underneath a curtain. But as we can see now, it is nice and solid. There is no more movement left to right, and that's only doing one side. I've still got to do the other one yet. But I will show you later on in the next video how to make the baseboard joints so that the layout can join baseboard to baseboard reliably every single time, first time. I'll catch you then. Take care. Goodbye.